we should believe the former president, the incoming president, when he says retribution was one of the key pillars of his political platform. We're always concerned that he's going to take it out on members of our community, even those in the most fragile state of dealing with a natural disaster. That's, I think, why we need to pass disaster aid and assistance before we get to January 3rd. There are critical priorities that need to be funded, but we're always going to be very cautious, very concerned about how the incoming president treats some states better than others. He does not seem to base this on what is an actual emergency or what is a disaster, but based on personalities and feelings. And so that will concern us. But we can have conversations with that as a caucus family moving forward with our ranking members of jurisdiction. I mean, this needs to be based on data, and we're going to get a lot more data from the voter file in the weeks ahead. So I don't want to have broad generalizations of any group or geographic or otherwise without that data in front of me. But I think it's very clear to us that for people with two jobs, the economy is gas and groceries and rent. We need to speak to those issues. If we're going to be the party that speaks to our community members and the people and working everyday Americans, then we need to speak to those issues. And to the extent that they haven't felt that, we need to do better. And that's on us to communicate. But there will be time in the weeks ahead to have more conversations based on data on what we need to do, or what the path forward is, and what we hear back from our members and our community. But talking about those kitchen table issues is going to be very high on the list. We can and we will continue to do that. Everybody is within the Democratic caucus. Presiding over what we had today, the vice chair and I see the broad mosaic of the new voices that also come to Congress. We're going to learn from them, the richness of what they bring in their biography, but also just kind of who they are and their experiences that they bring to this 119th Congress. That's going to shape our message and our discussion. It's that family discussion that we have in the caucus that will help shape it. But clearly, we are learning. We are listening to our members, and our responsibility as leaders is to chart a course forward, and that's what we plan to do in the weeks ahead. That communicates a message to the American public.
Times of India videos, your daily dose of India and the world. Global news, different views, and sharp analysis.
Pressure of expectation from your fans, your supporters.
That has often served as a backdrop for several Bollywood.
You're not a brute majority anymore. If you individually take out data.
Making sense of global conflicts. Tracking the new emerging world order.
Strike on Israeli military bases.
A multi-pronged.
To stay out of harm's way as Israel started bombing targets across.
Understanding changing alliances in a polarized world. Tune into TOI videos for all this and more. Click on the bell icon to subscribe and never miss an update.